it could just stay like that. It could actually stay like that forever. I don't know. That water is so cold. So miserably cold. So cold. 5 minutes and I've said like one word to you. Yeah, I don't know. Where are you gonna go? Your room right here. You're just gonna sit here because I have to wash 2 mugs because I want coffee and I also want almond milk, but like obviously in separate mugs. So you're gonna live for like a minute before I kill you. Sorry I'm doing like nothing pretty much so far. The way I just left you here. You deserved it. Wow, where am I gonna put you? What am I even gonna do with you? Could you be here? Or are you gonna make it weird? I guess that works. This might work. I don't know. Do I like you here? Such limiting options. First of all, I was supposed to like you, which is already limiting. That's already pretty limiting. We might need to figure out our other options. It's not working. So well, okay, I actually really like this. I really like it. It looks good. I think it looks good. Yeah. No, I think it looks good. It's cute, you know? Like, it's kind of fun. I'm so glad I worked through what I was just thinking about like 5 seconds ago, though. Or not 5 seconds ago, like 45 seconds ago? A minute ago? It was really weird. I'm so glad I've like fixed that for now, you know? Like, I was just thinking about all the ways that people probably group me in their mind with like other people who they perceive as similar for different reasons and in different ways, and then I was just going through the ways that they could probably try to like stereotype me with that, because I always just see people as like the individual that they are. So then when it occurs to me that, oh, some people don't do that, I'm like, so you see me as this combined with that, combined with that, combined with that, with like a little bit of that influence. Like, that's weird. That's so weird, because you could have just seen me as a person. Like, you could have just seen me as like who I actually am, not trying to guess who you think I am based on your assumptions of all of those things combined that you just happen to know about me. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Like, it's getting weird. No, I don't like that about people. I don't like when people try to like group people in based on assumptions about them and then like combine weird stuff. Like, you're not making a recipe. You're talking about a person. You're not making a recipe. Okay? It's getting weird. Everybody can tell. It's getting weird. Like, it's not normal. It's not something that people should be like proud of. And then they'll also tell you like their assumptions of you, and it's like the dumbest thing ever that had nothing to do with you. And it's like, I would have preferred if you just like found some like normal way to be normal and not tell me all your weird assumptions about me that like weren't even true. And now what? I mean, now I'm just never gonna talk to you again. Like, what's going on? I don't have some obligation to like you. I don't care who you are. I don't have some obligation to like you. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Where do I know you from? It does not matter. I don't have an obligation to like you. Are you going to choose to be somebody who is like so great that I practically feel like I have an obligation to like you because you're already actually like great? That's a lot better. Like, that's a lot better. A lot better. Like, yeah, no. I think it's so funny because I can see that energy on people. Like, I can actually see the energy on people when they're the type of person who like categorizes people based on certain things. Like, I can just like, I already know who to avoid. Which I like about myself, that I already know who to avoid because I know the exact type of insult you were going to give me somehow. I didn't have to like find out. I didn't have to stay around and find out what was wrong with you because I already knew. It sounds like then that I'm stereotyping them, but I swear I'm not. I swear that energy is real and you guys are just in psychosis if you don't know about it, and it's not my fault. Because that means that you're actively like consenting to getting less than you deserve in your reality. Not that things don't happen to people. Things do happen to people, but like, I just mean like, if you're choosing to be around people and you're like, oh, I keep attracting this type of person, like, no, maybe you're just stupid. Like, no offense, like, you might actually just be better than them, but you're stupid. So you're willingly allowing that. Because if you could even sense that energy of maybe this person is this type of way, maybe it's that type of way, you would assume it was yourself because you can't even separate things and people. So because you have that like terrible tendency as a person, you're actually letting yourself go into it like environments that are way worse than what you could have had otherwise. And you just, either you don't know it because like the dots are not connecting even though they were all handed to you already. It's fine. Everybody is like learning something, so if you're really learning something, then this is the planet for you, okay? This is the planet for you if you're really learning. If you're struggling to learn and it's not working, this is the planet for you. You made it to the right one. I promise you, all these people out here, you made it to the right planet. I just don't know why. I'm also happy to be here as well. Like, there are cool things about it, but let's be so real right now. Like actually, what do you mean this really dumb person and I are in the same demographic because we're on the same planet? Like, we're both humans. So you're a human. You're an example of a human, and I'm an example of a human. That means if the aliens come and choose only one of us, either one of us can be seen as an accurate representation of what the other one was like. That means I'm gonna be the greatest compliment for you, or you're gonna be the greatest insult for me, and then we're both going to be judged by an entire species as all of us being exactly whatever the one sample was, right? If you had to take like an example of a squirrel, you would really think you could just capture any of them. You would, because you'd be like, they probably just are the same. Like, why would I capture every squirrel and then test them all separately if I'm an alien from another planet? Like, I'm like, even a squirrel could be the one who's kidnapped, like an actual squirrel, could be the one who's kidnapped and assumed to be an accurate representation of you. And then you could be judged based on if everything about you is what the squirrel is, okay? You think an alien would come here, see humans, and be like, that's the dominant species? They're gonna see whales and say that's the dominant species. They're not gonna see humans and be like, that's the one, you know? Like, we're gonna judge everything based on that. And we hope that whales are what we're all tested based on. All they have to do is float. Like, they just have to breathe. They just have to, like, eat a fish once in a while. Humans are a lot worse off than that. A lot. So yeah, it crosses my mind every once in a while, what are the things that you could stereotype me based on? And then I'm like, I'm gonna try to make sure I never think about this ever again. That was like really disturbing. You know? Imagine if somebody never looks past all the things they tried to categorize me based on. Oh wait, 90% of people who do that at any point in their lifetime are never going to come back from it because they're going to become like narcissistic based on it. Like, they're going to think that that was like their crowning achievement, that like they could categorize you and a potted plant separately, but then make assumptions about both of you that were not true. And they're going to, you know, the level of intellect it takes. Do you even know? Do you even know? I'm not kidding. Do you know the level of intellect that it takes to be able to separate things to, honestly, the degree that I have, but also the degree that, like, you would need to not essentially be offensive to something or somebody? It's getting awkward in the room because, like, there's a very high chance that, like, if I were to step into your mind right now, I would think that you're being offensive to, like, a lot of people and things, and, like, even inanimate objects. I would be like, how could you even try to make that assumption about it? You know, like, that wasn't true. Like, not even that, but, like, the majority of people, it's just hard because it's like, I know that it takes a high level of intellect if I don't stumble over my words, but, you know, some people are gonna be like, oh, you stumbled over your words, like, that means this and this and that, and it's like, maybe you only matter to the degree that you can, like, perceive other people as mattering, and that means a lot about you and not a lot about me, because, yeah, because you're struggling at that. Yeah. You know? But even that's a paradox, because then you would say, oh, so then, like, the more that you can perceive somebody not having something, like, then that would actually negatively reflect on you, and it's like, actually, nobody ever said that. Those are just, like, the voices in my brain. Which is why I'm able to have a high level of intellect, because for every good thing I want to say, there's, like, a lot of worse things that, like, my brain could have convinced me about what I was going to say. Like, the thing that I decide to say at the end of the day, that survived. That survived, like, a lot of different wars that survived, like The Voice in my mind, because it's basically like it survived Squid Game or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's like literally like the surviving thought is like what I finally say, you know? And like, yeah. Mug ASMR. Why does it sound like Christmas? Just that. It just does. There's not a reason. It doesn't matter. Maybe like bells or something, but like, it's not giving like cat bell. It's giving like Christmas, you know? Like, it's cute. Not because it's a red mug, but like it is conveniently kind of red, not really. Pinkish red. Yeah, basically, it takes me a lot of like empathy to not get mad at people for the ways that their minds work, because the ways that most people's minds work are actually insulting to whatever they're perceiving most of the time. To a degree where I have to have empathy towards essentially being insulted by everyone who perceives me inaccurately, which is most people. I have to have so much empathy that I don't care if I know that they're insulting me. And I'm still like, yeah, that's great. You know, like, that's so great. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just over it, but like, do I express that? No, because I already have such thick skin that like I don't even have to, but that doesn't mean that that's always good. But it's also, if I don't think that they're intentionally doing that and they just happen to be that way, then they don't even know. So there's no point in like, you can't be offended by something a person doesn't even know that they're doing. You can't. Because then you're gonna be mad every second of your life for the rest of your life, and you're never going to get to enjoy any quality of your life. You know? Yeah. Anyway, there have been people who were weirdly just like, oh, this one celebrity, like, you're actually just like this one celebrity. Some people say the opposite. They'll randomly be like, here's a celebrity, you're actually not like them at all. And it's like, thanks, I guess. But knowing that this is coming from another person, like, do you even mean that in a good way? Because like, I would have assumed that in a good way, but do you even mean that in a good way? Like, now it's getting weird because you probably mean this as some type of weird insult, like underhand like insult, right? But like, when that's so sad. That's literally so sad. So sad. I'm just not saying anything because I'm grieving the fact that this video, at only like 30 something minutes, like my phone ran out of storage. It decided to do that. So then it cut off the video. I'm just like mad and insulted and hurt by that, because there is no way that that was ever supposed to be like environmentally legal. Like, that is discrimination, that technology still works in that way. Actually. But there's nothing we can do right now about it. So now I have to like edit those two together. Like what I'm currently recording right now and the other one. I had like a lot more I wanted to say. Um, I like the way that, well, yeah, I can't decide if I like my personality. Because I was gonna say the opposite, and then I was like, that sounds narcissistic. And then I was like, wait, maybe I don't. And then I was like, oh, I don't. I'm kind of like, what am I doing now? Like, I just hate the fact that the video ended that I was already working on because, I don't know, I was really like onto something. And now I am like personally offended by that. Now the energy of what I was currently working on is not even there anymore. So anyway, that's all for the video. Hopefully this makes it to the internet. Bye.